The field for Kentucky's governor's race is set. Popular Democratic incumbent Andy Beshear will face off against the state's Republican Attorney General. Tuesday's primary victory over 11 other candidates makes Daniel Cameron the first black nominee for governor in Kentucky history. Bodie Brooks covers politics from our NewsNation affiliate in Lexington. Bodie, thank you so much for your time here. Donald Trump's former UN ambassador, Kelly Craft, also endorsed by Governor DeSantis, did not even finish second. She ended up in third. How big of a surprise was that there in Kentucky?
Yeah, Nicole, thank you so much for having me. I think it was a fair bit of a surprise considering the amount of money, her own money, that she put into this campaign, somewhere in the ballpark of around $10 million. DeSantis was the last in a handful of some big name endorsements that came in the final weeks of the campaign. The DeSantis endorsement, I'm not sure if the messaging there was quite right. It went out in the form of a robocall on Monday and then was posted, just the audio, to her social medias the day of the primary. And I'm just not sure many voters really got the message there that he even endorsed her. But let's also look at some numbers that we have. We conducted two polls during this campaign, one in April and one in May, both looking at the horse race of this particular campaign, but also support for other big name candidates. We looked at if a potential 2024 primary was held, how would certain presidential candidates do? And Donald Trump has quite a bit of support among Kentucky Republicans, as high as 70% in our latest poll.
Yeah, we're seeing Trump with a lot of support among Republicans across the country. Bodie, talk about some of the bigger implications here. How will this impact the GOP's strategy as we move ahead into 2024?
Well, Kentucky can be seen as almost a bellwether for what can happen in 2024. We're in an off-year election, so there's going to be a lot of attention focused on the state. You have a popular Democrat incumbent in a very conservative state where you're not really sure what's going to happen in November. You're already seeing in the Cameron campaign some of the talking points that he's focused on attacking Beshear with, such as the state's COVID response. What he sees is increases in crime across the state and failures in education, pointing to test scores as a result of those COVID shutdowns. But also in our poll, we found a lot of voters are concerned about the economy. And you could very well see, we already hear this term a lot here in Kentucky, a comparison of the governor with the president, a Biden-Beshear grouping of trying to pin him with the state of the national economy.
All right, Bodie Brooks with our affiliate there in Kentucky. We certainly appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Texas lawmakers are nearing a final passage of a bill which, if signed into law, would limit the self-governing powers of more than 350 cities